Hello everybody, Caleb here. As you might have noticed, the Midwest is getting a bit of weather this week, and I feel like it's a good opportunity, or at least a good excuse, to come up here and maybe stay the night for my first night alone here at the house. I did stay with a friend very, very early after I bought the place, before the YouTube and everything. I stayed here for one night with a buddy. We did not have any heat or anything. It was, I think, in November. It was cold, it was rough, it was not fun, and we didn't really, I had a really cheap blow-up mattress. Wasn't good. So I'm hoping this time it's better because we have heat and all that other wonderful stuff. So I don't know. I think this might be a fun little adventure for everybody. So let me show you what I've brought with me to accommodate this whole, I don't know, grand, weird scheme. And hopefully we can survive the night. So let me show you what I got going on. So first off, I want to show you my sleeping arrangement. I just made this all up. This is actually that fainting couch. So it seems like it should work just fine, I hope anyways. I did lay down on it initially and realized really quickly that itself isn't very comfortable because all of the foam and everything, or whatever stuffing is in this, isn't good anymore, and some of the springs have come loose and are popping up. It's really, really terrible. It's awfully uncomfortable. So what I've done is taken a few of the pads from some of the other chairs around here, and the two that are under here actually fit perfectly, which is nice, but they're actually not from any of the chairs here. They were actually used originally to cover the windows when we first bought the place, and I just haven't thrown them away yet. I figured, you know, foam's useful, I guess. I don't know. I should have probably thrown them away, but now I'm glad I didn't, because now they fit perfectly on here, and I have a fairly comfortable bed for the night. So that's pretty exciting. Also want to thank my girlfriend Kim, because she really hooked it up. She made me some really awesome breakfast burritos last night and wrapped them in foil for me. So I should be able to just heat them up with this little camping stove I have, and you know, have something warm to eat while I'm up here, which will be quite nice. So I'll show you guys that process when I get to making a burrito. But she really hooked it up. She also threw a bunch of snacks and gummies and like protein bars and various items. I think a box of Cheez-Its. She really hooked it up to make this all possible, because yeah, when you're living in a house without a place to cook anything, you have to, you know, be creative with what you bring, and she was quite creative and really hooked it up. So Kim, if you're watching, I love you and thank you. I want to show you guys the creative way I've decided to cook food here. I think it's fun, and it actually really works quite well. So let me show you how I make my breakfast burrito. So here in the parlor, I've got my burrito. Now Kim made these a day ago, yesterday, so I brought a few of them with me. And I actually brought a little camp stove as well, because I figured I'd heat them up with a pan with a lid on it. But then I remembered, I have radiators. And radiators, well, they radiate heat. And this radiator actually has a cover on it. It typically has a little plate in there, or like a little bowl thing that holds water that would basically moisturize the air. So, but if we open this up, it can be a little difficult with the camera. If we open it up, you can see the radiator there. And then all we gotta do, again, sorry, this is hard to do with that. We put our little burrito in there, wait a few minutes, well, you know, like 30-ish minutes, and it heats it up all the way through. So I'll get back to you when my breakfast is ready. All right, it's been about 30 minutes. Let's open it up, see how it's doing. Oh yeah, nice and warm. Here are our results. A nice warm burrito, from frozen to cooked in 30 minutes. And it actually works really well, so a little bit of hot sauce and enjoy. All right guys, bed's made. Ready to go ahead and head off to bed. I'm about to shut off the lights and drift into a sweet, sweet slumber. As you can tell, I'm tired. But yeah, so far we've survived the day. I made a few burritos on the radiator, and life's been good. So I'll check in and I'll see you guys in the morning. Bye-bye. Morning report. Was it a good night's sleep? No, it wasn't. Well, I've had much worse. It wasn't terrible. It was just kind of hard to get out of bed. It's a little tiny baby bit chilly in here, especially just waking up. You know how it is. You never want to get out of the covers, right? And so it was a chore to bring myself out. But I think the main reason the sleep was bad is because it was interrupted. And it was interrupted by this here. This is the leg here to the fainting couch. And in the middle of the night, it seems to have given up. And I thought, oh no, I've actually really broke it. And it seems that I really haven't. I broke an old repair because there's a bunch of wood glue on here and drywall screws, which I don't know who thought that was going to hold very much. They're obviously not long enough to do very much. So yeah, it's some old repair that just didn't hold up. So it should be fairly easy to repair again. However, it wasn't great rolling off the thing at 2 in the morning. So that wasn't very fun. But other than that, I think the sleep was okay. I was warm enough. The fainting couch with at least the cushions on it was comfortable enough. So could have been worse. It's definitely not the worst first night in a house I've ever had. So I'll take that as a win. All right, so I've had my breakfast. Let's go to some of the higher up floors and see if we can get a better look at the snow. Because I can see it out the windows here, but when you get a little bit of elevation, it kind of changes how everything looks. So let's go have a look and see what damage has been done. So let's start up here up front, see what the world's looking at. Certainly got a lot, a lot whiter and a lot fluffier since I last looked out here. Oh man, yeah, it's not looking super great. I mean, super pretty, you know, super peaceful and serene and all that stuff, but might not be the easiest thing to get out of here. But we will try. Still snowing a little bit too. I think we're supposed to get a little bit more of this later today as well. So we'll see how all that goes. Maybe just for you guys, I'll step outside into the front yard and see how the front of the house looks, because, well, I'm curious too. We'll see how it looks. Looks like one of the neighbors was up somewhat early. Got his stairs all cleaned up, which is nice. I have not done the same. Nor do I really think I will, because the stuff will melt before I really come in and out. Although it would clean up the look of the house, I guess. Oh, my little cozy neighborhood, all wrapped in a blanket of white. So cute. Let's go into the back and see how it's looking back there. So that's new. I've never seen icicles form on my windows before. This back wall here always gets hit with more moisture, so I'm imagining that's why that happened. But whoa, yeah, quite a bit of snow. Kind of crazy it's still all coming down. Oh, look at the garage. There's like a snowdrift on it. Let's go to the other side and get a better look at that. Oh yeah, it's like a wind-whipped mountain right here. It's like a mini Everest in my backyard. You can see the original peak line here. Yeah, and it's been way covered up. I'm sure the tree growing out of the gutter doesn't help. I'm imagining it probably really doesn't. I do need to start kind of getting a little bit of work done on the garage. There are some rough patches on it, but you know, the house is first, as the garage is not nearly as old as the house. It has poured concrete foundation, so it's probably from the 20s, 30s. The windows are cool in it though. It's a nice little garage. And yes, for those who ask, someday I will show you inside the garage. Currently the garage door here is broken, and if I break it open, I don't know if I'll be able to get it closed, so I just haven't been messing with it. But the wind whipping off that and all the snow out here, it looks pretty cool. It's a whole new world. Just for you guys, I'm gonna head outside, got myself a little bit more bundled up. We'll see what the house looks like with all the pretty snow wrapped on it. So, let's go explore and see what's going on. You can see my refrigerator here. That's how I've been keeping all of my burritos cold. Again, thanks, Kim. Oh yeah, so we got some snow drifts. Oh no, there's a lot of snow drifts. Oh man, look how deep it is. Okay, so how are we doing this? Oh! Here we go. A very, very snowy Charles S. Brown house. She's pretty in the snow. Oh. However, it is not the easiest thing to walk out here. But, you know, there's definitely a certain charm to it. And, you know, how often do you get to see it like this? At least here in St. Louis, not very often. So when I do get out of here, I'll be taking a load of snow home with me. Man, that is a huge drift. I've never seen snow do that. It's thick, and it's still coming down. So yeah, the snow's definitely piled up in the windows and little bits on the brick here and there. I don't think I've ever seen it do that either. And you can see these crazy snow drifts over here by the lift. Man, it's so deep right here. I don't like this spot. Let's use the same holes, get through. Also guys, I don't have snowshoes. I mean, look at that piece of art right there. That's such a crazy drift. I wonder if Dr. Yitterman ever had to clear snow away from his doorway like that before. That's the door to the vet office right there. Oh, it's cold. Oh, the wind is awful. There's that snow drift we were admiring. Oh, the snow's deep right here. Oh yeah, quite a drift. In the back of the house, which really hasn't seen much snow, but a few little icicles and stuff. But man, some of this stuff here is like a foot and a half deep. So much, more snow than we usually get. And I did this all for you guys because I really don't have the shoes to be out here doing it. I have hiking, what they're called a mountain approach shoes on. They're like hiking shoes. They're waterproof, but they're shoes, not boots. It's a very pretty world out here, though. So everyone, that is it. That's the end of the first night sleeping in here extravaganza. You might have a few questions. Maybe the top of some people's list would be, did I see any ghosts? No, I did not see any ghosts. But what I did experience was, an overwhelming feeling of this is really my house. It's something I'm doing. It feels more like home. I think for the first time in a while, it's felt less like a project and more like a place I'm going to be living in, which I think is such an amazing feeling. And yeah, it was cool. It was cool to wake up and see the sunrise here and just kind of experience it. And I suppose a lot of it I didn't quite film, but in a weird way, I kind of wanted it to be this personal moment of this. I don't know. I mean, I know it's not an achievement, but it feels like one, staying in here for the first time. And yeah, it was wonderful. So I hope you guys had as much fun with my burrito cooking skills as I did. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So as always, guys, thank you all so very much. Thanks for all the kind words and the wonderful things you guys send me and the awesome advice and the pieces of history and the just absolute wonderness, or sorry, that's not a word. The absolutely just wonderful way that you guys treat me and Kim is overwhelming. And I've said it once, I'll say it again, and I'll say it 1,000 more times. I have the best YouTube audience, and you guys are all proof of that. So for everything you guys do, even for just watching these videos or doing whatever, you guys are amazing. And we thank you kindly, and we hope to continue this journey with you guys in tow. So thank you all so much, and we'll see you guys again next time. Bye.